Let's talk a little bit about you being an entrepreneur and a businessman as well as a leader, because like I said earlier when we were at the beginning of the podcast, so I walk in the first day, I see you, I'm like oh my God, that guy looks tough. Like I'm afraid to even look you in the eye because you look so tough. And then we go out there, and before every class that you teach, you normally have some things you say, whether they're announcements or other things. And I remember listening to you in that first class and just thinking, this guy's got it. Like there's something about you, Ulpiano, that causes people to listen, to pay attention, and to follow you. So what do you think that is about? I mean, you think you were born a leader, or where do those skills come from?
Didn't born a leader. I said on a podcast before, I was not a good example as a leader. Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes to be too authentic can work against you.
Yeah.
So I learned that number one, something that I should don't do it is to listen to the other ones.
But listen to others.
Yeah. The good leader, they always listen.
Yeah.
They analyze and then you reply.
Yeah.
For years, I was just replying on emotion.
Yeah.
You throw a jab at me, I throw a jab back on you. But I realized that, you throw a jab at me, if I'm smart, I'm going to, wait, and whatever I have a chance, I'm going to throw you a straight punch and knock you out instead of just throw a jab and waste my energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think what makes me different than the audience, I don't think, people always give me their compliment, the compliments that I'm a good leader, I'm this and that. What can, then I say, but one thing that I'm a real when it becomes, hey, dog, hey. So when I become too, when it becomes too me personally, I can't don't like you and be in front of you like I like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm real.
Yeah.
I have a problem with you. I'm going to go directly to you and say, Brian, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like example, I have a parent on the school this day. He keep coaching the kids, and he keep being really disrespectful with my employees. With me, he's like treat me like I'm a god. Or the other ones treat them different.
Yeah.
So I put him on the side. I give back his money, $150, the membership.
Nice.
I say, here's your money. I want to give your money back, and I want you to find a new school for your kid. Oh, my kid loves you. Yeah, but you don't love me, or do you don't love your kid? Because you do things inside that's my house that you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't go to your house and I put my foot on the wall and then you do this on my house. I don't go to your house and complain to your wife that she should let me and you do it my place.
Yeah.
So I don't want you right here. And then that makes him think and ask for a second chance. And it's better, So I don't do just for the money. I think today you have to be a leader where you have your philosophy. And you have to follow your philosophy and be clear to the other ones. Your philosophy. I'm going to say me and you, okay? Sometimes you have some discrepancies when it comes to ideology of political and something like this.
I love that, though. That's one of my favorite things about you, because I'll come home and I'll tell my wife, and I'll be like, Ulpiano loves to talk about this stuff.
And I say directly to you.
Yeah.
So it's not that I'm going to say behind your back,
yeah,
Brian does this, I just say sometimes doesn't work good, but I'm authentic, and that's make people look at me and say, why this is the right thing to do. And I think I inspire people to be like this. And I think the story behind, my beginning, and I think all this, and for the fact that I'm the black belt, helps to people look up to me. It's not that I'm just a good leader, but I'm in a position that I have the attention. And then I try to do the right things to keep that attention for a long time.
What is your fundamental, like if you were to list 2 or 3 things that are fundamental to your leadership philosophy, what do you think they would be?
Number 1, be honest.
Okay.
Number 2, wait for your time.
Okay.
And number 3, only get things that belongs to you. Don't try to take things that belongs to the other one,
Yeah.
because if it's not yours, you're gonna lose it. You know what I mean?
One is easy to understand, be honest. Two, explain two a little bit more. When you say wait for your time, what do you mean by that?
Uh, you you you're a lawyer. You have your firm today,
Yeah.
and then you hire lawyers to work for you because today you have too much work, and then you have to delegate functions for the
Yeah.
other ones so they can do it. Okay? So you hire a guy that just come out of the college, and you offer him a salary of whatever it's X amount of a year. Okay?
Yeah.
And it turned out that after 6 months, he did something amazing that shows that he has a good potential.
Yeah.
He cannot just go to you and say, listen, yeah, I'm good. You pay me X. I want a double X or quit. Because he has that opportunity because of you.
Yeah.
And then if he get greedy, thinking he is the shit, he'll fail.
Yeah.
So my dad used to say, don't put your foot where your leg cannot reach because you're gonna fall. Don't try
Yeah.
to do a long step because you're gonna fall. So wait
Yeah.
for your time.
Yeah.
When it's time for you to succeed, you will succeed. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
You
that's
had
what I
a
mean.
you had a really good comment on the business podcast you did where you talked about when an employee came to you and asked for a raise. Do you remember that story?
Yes, I do.
Talk about that story a little bit, because I love that business philosophy.
Besides the fact that they work with me, they become friends, jiu-jitsu buddies, and everything,
Yeah.
I have to have a position that I'm not just a business, and I'm not here to, to pay the bills, to pay everybody, and to have profit.
Yeah.
And when you do your job that you get paid for, you shouldn't request it. The raise
Yeah.
you request when you do more than you get paid for.
Yeah.
So my issue with my employer was that he asked for a raise. I say, give me 2 reasons that you deserve. I know he don't deserve. That's why I asked for 2 reasons. Because I know he don't have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, example, Servando get raises. Servando as well all the time. Pedro. Why? Because they go beyond their job. They go above and beyond. So I
Yeah.
said, give me 2 reasons. The 2 reasons that he gave it to me, one is he's an honest person.
Yeah.
And the second reason was that he always show up on time. I said, that's the reason you deserve a raise. He said, yes. I say, let me tell you something. If you don't do this too, you're actually going to lose your job.
Yeah.
That's your obligation. That's the minimum that you can do.